And here we go, NUKS spawning as the yellow Zerg in the 10 o'clock position, and Datte spawning as the blue Protoss in the 4 o'clock position, ZVP. And actually that first game, I just, I think Datte went for that strat since he treated Obsidian Inferno just like Scrap Station.
Yeah, I really like that play there from Datte. It was actually really smart to do that. So, actually, these guys spawning in the very long positions here on Europa, and this could be a very long game, seeing that these guys are basically spawning at the other side of the world here. So, what Protoss can do, he probably could try his fast expansion again. For Zerg, maybe he might want to drag this into late game, because the later the game goes, I think the Zerg swarm is just way too much, because he's going to have some macro hatcheries and the unit production is going to be out of control.
Yeah, actually, but ZVP in a very big map, we've seen crazy games, Sakura's Plateau. Let's see what Europa can bring here. In ZVP, actually, it just goes to who successfully denies an expansion. When Datte will be denying hatcheries from NUKS, it will be very troublesome from NUKS, while NUKS can harass with his units. Very quick units like Mutalisk and Speedlings. I hope this could be an exciting game.
So it looks like Datte looking here, and he knows that there's an expansion coming up now. So what that should tell him is maybe it's safe for him to actually tech up, but instead he's going to be laying down the forge. So I'm guessing he's played this matchup so many times that he decides to forge before Cybernetics Core, which is kind of real interesting to me, since a lot of players opt to go the Cybernetics Core to get the Warp Gate technology as fast as possible, but that's because he's laying down a pylon and the natural expansion of NUKS. So Datte is just trying to take this game away, trying to take the series away to go to the grand finals.
And here we go, NUKS will have to destroy these pylons once again with a couple of drones. Datte, being the annoying Protoss he is, will be just sending down probes, going to insist on putting cannons in this natural area, trying to deny this.
And here we go. So it looks like another photon cannon coming out here, and it's looking like almost the same game from the previous one, except on a much longer map. And he's investing very heavily into this. He doesn't have a lot of minerals right now. I think the cannon, he should be able to bother those drones, because now we have a Zealot here, and that Zealot's going to be doing pretty big damage. The probe is actually getting to work on that spine crawler that's currently spawning, but this cannon will be done right as it comes up.
Yeah, but I think this threat of Datte will be fended off. Oh, but the cannon is actually successfully warped in. This may prove to be another troublesome game for NUKS.
Yeah, so the spine crawler finishes in this game, and it's going to be going to work on that photon cannon. And ooh, the photon cannon actually focused down the Overlord for a second, but it looks like, oh my god, there's a lot more Zerglings now. And desperation mode for NUKS. He knows that there is now just so many cannons, unpowered cannons, but I think he actually could be in trouble, because that pylon does finish. 3 cannons just show up to the party, and they're killing a lot of things. So this spine crawler is going to be, he's trying to sit down, but it's going to get taken out, and it's going to be hard for NUKS to come back now. He's invested a lot into that attack, and even looking at the units lost, he's lost 30 units already into this game. It's not even, and it's just hitting 6 minutes in.
Yeah, but that's not very far to the resources lost for Datte. I think NUKS can afford to lose this hatchery and just go for one base play and just go expand somewhere else. But it's really up to NUKS if he wants to continue this game.
Yeah, the hatchery will go down anyway. It's just a matter of what's he got planned, because he doesn't have anything else. He has no gas, so there's no speedlings, and now we're seeing the creep disappear. So he knows that there's a huge threat of those cannons right outside his base. Now, I think I casted a replay of of a guy immortal juggling. I think everybody really liked that one, but I'm not sure if it'll turn out like that. It's just going to be a bit harder for a NUKS to come back.
Oh yeah, I've seen that game of Inga. Actually, we are in the Datte can just do that right now since he's in a very similar situation right now when the
Yeah.
Protoss containment and everything. I think Datte can just pull off that immortal and kite those roaches with the warp prism and immortal, dropping it, unloading and loading and unloading, and just annoy the hell out of NUKS here.
That's also my most viewed video of the year. I thought I'd just say that, but it looks like we see NUKS is actually deciding to drone up here, and he's got the Ro4 down, so looks like he's going to be in pretty okay shape. He's not that far behind in Harvesters, even though he lost an expansion. Like, that's the power of Larva, but it looks like we have a Stargate coming down here for Datte, so maybe that Phoenix, maybe that Void Ray play, and it looks like Datte has decided to transition into Warp Gate play now. So he's definitely on the ball at this point, and the Stargate actually being hidden here. So maybe this might be like that one Void Ray, and then you charge up, come in here, try to wreck things. But Phoenixes are also completely viable in this situation.
Well, what this lair tag is pretty late. Actually, when I've seen in some Zerg players, when they lose the hatchery to a cannon rush, they just go straight for the lair, go for the Ro4 and Nidus network, and hope that Overlord reaches the Protoss base and plant that Nidus worm there, and just hope for the best to destroy the base before yours is lost.
That actually does make sense, because that's also happened before. And the Overlord, oh my god, we have an encounter here, just Stalkers trying to have a little skirmish here with those Zerglings, but there is an Overlord outside the natural expansion, which is kind of interesting to know if he decides to have that Nidus play, but it looks like that Void Ray is going to be making life hard yet again, so Queen will get taken out. There we go, the GG is called, so 2-0 for Datte, and we move on to the Grand Final.